Alright guys, yesterday we got a massive update from Shiba Inu's Satoshi Kusama concerning some developments in the ecosystem, and one of the biggest revelations was the introduction of the long-awaited Treat token, together with some of its utility. So in today's video, we're going to take a deep dive and discuss everything which we now know about Shiba Inu's Treat token and all its respective rewards. Welcome back to Shib Planet everyone, this is Ace. Just when you thought Shiba Inu had taken a back seat, Satoshi Kusama surprised us with a treat. Alright guys, let's break it down and get right to it. Alright guys, right from the beginning of the Shiba Inu project, the founder Ryoshi envisioned a decentralized community which would house an ecosystem of 5 tokens, a decentralized exchange, a decentralized marketplace, all running on Shibarium, a layer 2 blockchain. Now before I explain more details on Treat, it's really important to understand the context of this token in the ecosystem, why it matters and how it all fits in. But first, let's hear a statement from Satoshi which caught my attention concerning the introduction of the Treat token. Okay, this is a snapshot from yesterday's article from Satoshi concerning an aspect of the Treat token. This is what he said. This is a huge step in the final landing of this massive project to full decentralization. Now, speaking about decentralization, let's compare the end goals of 2 top cryptos, that is Bitcoin and Shiba Inu. Now, Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin as a decentralized, borderless, leaderless, deflationary currency, and this was in response to the collapse of our fiat system, which is highly centralized at the moment and it loses value every single year. And the success of this is actually quite evident in the high rate of adoption of Bitcoin by both nations, corporations, high net individuals, and the common person. So basically, Satoshi, he succeeded in a decentralized currency and a store of value which has no borders. Now, Ryoshi took a page from this book and he envisioned not just a decentralized currency, but a decentralized economy that has no borders and is bound together by one massive community. Okay, my understanding is, in order to be fully and fairly decentralized, Ryoshi envisioned an ecosystem where the spontaneously grown community of Shiba Inu holders would have a fair chance of building and managing a decentralized economy. And this was the reason for the introduction of the ecosystem tokens of Bone, Leash, Shi, and Treat. Now, I mean, right now, if Bitcoin decided to become a DAO, for example, it wouldn't be very evenly distributed at the moment, and only whales like Michael Saylor would consistently get majority decision-making power. But now, in this community-led economy, the Bone token is the governance token, where the community now has the power to make proposals and vote on what direction the project should go. Bone token is also the gas token for Shibarium, which is the layer 2 blockchain. Ryoshi believed in Ethereum, and he believed that it would become the dominant smart contract blockchain, so it made sense to build on Shibarium, to build Shibarium on Ethereum. And the Bone token would mean considerably lower gas fees for everything which the ecosystem was going to run. And yes, that includes ShibaSwap and all the businesses which are going to trade on the Shibarium financial ecosystem, for example, Wellies. And the LEASH token was actually repurposed as an exclusivity token, and this allows the community first dibs on various releases like NFT launches and metaverse land sales. It's also a highly volatile token, which makes it ideal for flipping for profits if you are into trading. And now about the Treat token. Right now, the community they earn rewards from staking, yield farming, and locking metaverse assets, and these rewards are earned in Bone token. Now, one of the biggest benefits of ShibaSwap is Bone rewards, but recently the community voted to actually halt Bone production so that the remaining yield would be reserved for validators on the upcoming Shibarium network. Now, this made it a perfect time to introduce the Treat token, so that those rewards and others can continue for those who actively invest in the ecosystem. Now, here's my understanding of how the Treat token will reward the community. In ShibaSwap, all staking and liquidity provision rewards will be in Treat token, and if it follows the same pattern as Bone token, it's also going to become a top dog pair, meaning that any liquidity pair which includes the Treat token will automatically have a high yielding capacity or allocation points, similar to Leash, Shib, and Bone. Now, in my opinion, this will drive up the demand for the Treat token, especially with liquidity providers. And if Satoshi, if he implements another liquidity event similar to last time, the rewards could be massive. Now, for those of you who joined SHIB after ShibaSwap launched, when ShibaSwap launched last year in July, they held a 10-day liquidity event where all rewards were basically multiplied by 10 for a period of 10 days. And the program was so successful that Shiba Inu attracted a TVL, which is total value locked, of over $1 billion in just a period of 24 hours. Now, I think if something like this was to happen again, but on ShibaSwap 2.0, which is going to be running on Shibarium, as you know, where each transaction burns SHIB, you can imagine the amount of SHIB which will be getting burnt from all the DeFi transactions and token swaps which will be happening during this event. But that's just my own opinion to see if you know, if something like this happens, you know, with the introduction of the Treat token. Anyway, I digress. So basically, without the Treat token, there would be no incentive to stake or provide liquidity. And right now, we need these incentives to add to the utility of ShibaSwap. How do you guys think we're landing all those deals and partnerships? I personally believe the reward system of ShibaSwap is a huge bragging point. Anyway, in addition, the Treat token is going to become the in-game reward currency for the blockchain Shiboshis game. Players will be able to play and earn this token. And if the Playside Studio version is successful in bringing in new players in the long term, this will make Shiba Inu once again a perfect gateway to crypto for new investors. Anyway, Satoshi also mentioned that the metaverse will have reward mechanisms which will be issued in Treat token. It's still far too early at the moment to speculate what this might be like, but I can imagine things like mini games or maybe even casinos in the metaverse which have Treat rewards. And also, one thing I'm personally curious about is if Shiboshi holders will get passive rewards in Treat token. In previous articles, I do recall that Satoshi said that a certain amount of Bone token would have been allocated to Shiboshi holders as passive income. So it's entirely possible, in my opinion, that Shiboshi holders could also get their long-awaited passive income, but this time in Treat token. And another aspect of Treat, which I haven't illustrated over here, is that Treat will be a reward mechanism for Shiba Inu breed members to reward them for their loyalty and contribution throughout the development of all the utility across the months since the Shiba Inu project launched. And the last major thing which Satoshi mentioned was that the Treat token would be used to balance the SHI stablecoin. Now, no more details were given about how all this is actually going to work, but you can tell from all this information that the Treat token is going to play a vital role in the ecosystem, because maintaining a stable stablecoin is actually fundamental to Ryoshi's decentralized vision working out. Now, to me, this suggests that Treat, it might be inflationary in nature perhaps, I don't know. All I know is that stablecoins maintain their peg through a combination of minting and burning the token in response to demand and supply. And I can only imagine that Treat has a really important role in making sure this works out. So, how does all this tie in? Well, in my view, once the full ecosystem is live on Shibarium, the most consistent beneficiaries will be the holders of the SHIB token and Bone tokens. All crypto-related transactions from platforms like ShibaSwap Volume, including things like token swaps, minting, staking, etc., they're going to burn SHIB virtually every minute. And the same thing will happen for the blockchain game and the metaverse. And on the non-crypto side, all transactions for regular everyday things like burgers, for example, from Wellies, they're going to happen using the SHI stablecoin. And as you guessed it, these will require Bone and SHIB token burns as well. And in the end, SHIB will take its place as a genuine deflationary asset backed by solid crypto and non-crypto fundamentals. And that just about wraps it up for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoy the way I cover the Shiba Inu ecosystem, the best way you can continue to support this channel is by simply hitting the like button and leaving a comment. Also, consider sharing this video with other community members on either Twitter or Reddit. And once again, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. This is Ace. Peace.